Hi, in this video we're going to have a look at the multiplication algorithm, but this time for large numbers. By the end of this video you should be able to use the algorithm to solve multiplications that have double digits that are being multiplied. Let's have a look. And these are the two examples that I've chosen to use to show the multiplication algorithm. So I decided to start with 125 multiplied by 15. I make sure my tens go into my tens and my units go into my units. Now, in my working out, I'm going to have two rows. In this row, I'm going to have what 125 times 5 is, and in this row, I'm going to have what 125 times 10 is. I'm going to then add those answers together to get 15 lots of 125. So let's see how I do that. I start by multiplying this 5 by this 5 to get 25. 2 goes above the 2. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, carry the 1, and 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So 625 is what 125 times 5 is. In my next row, I'm going to multiply 125 times 10. Now to do that, I start by putting the 0 underneath the 5 in my units column. Now I'm going to multiply 125 by this 1, which is pretty easy because I'm just writing out 125 again. Because 1 times 5 gives me 5, 1 times 2 gives me 2, and 1 times 1 gives me 1. Now if I add those two answers together, I get 5 in my units column, 7 in my tens, 8 in my hundreds, and 1 in my thousands. So 125 times 15 is 1,875. And I make sure I highlight my answer to show that I'm done. So let's have a look at example number 2 now. I'm going to do 3,781 multiplied by 24. 24, not 27. And I make sure that my units go under my units and my tens under my tens. And again, I'm going to have two rows of working out. In this row, I'm going to multiply 3,781 by 4. And in this row, I'm going to do 3,781 multiplied by 20. And together, when I add them together at the end, that'll give me 24 lots of it. So I begin by multiplying 4 by 1, which gives me 4. Then 4 by 8, which is 32, carry the 3. 4 times 7 is 28, plus the 3 is 31. And then 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. And that is what 3,781 times 4 is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 3,781 by 20. And I begin by writing the 0 in the units column. Now what I'm going to do is multiply 3,781 by this 2 here. Let's see what happens. 2 lots of 1 is 2. 2 lots of 8 is 16, carry the 1. 2 lots of 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15, carry the 1. And 2 lots of 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And you'll notice that I've written all my numbers underneath each other so that they're in the right columns. Now I can add my units column, which is 4, my tens, which is 4 as well, my hundreds, which is 7, my thousands, which is 10, carry the 1, and my 10,000s, which is 8 plus 1 is 9. So 3,781 times 24 is 90,744. And I highlight my answer to show that I'm done. And that's it. I hope this video has helped you to use the multiplication algorithm to solve large multiplications, but if not, write down some questions and ask me again tomorrow in class.